Hi everyone, I'm Jae-hui. In this video, we'll be talking about 10 foods that will kill you faster. So let's begin. 가공육, processed meat. 가공육, processed meat. Yeah, it's kind of getting trendy to not to have 가공육, processed meat in Korea. So people usually have the 닭가슴살, chicken breast meat, which is not processed. You can join the trend and just enjoy more 가슴살, chicken breast meat, with the others. 햄버거에 사용되는 고기는 보통 가공육입니다. The meat used in hamburgers are usually processed meat. 감자칩, potato chips. 감자칩, potato chips. I think I haven't had any 감자칩 for around 4 months. And I feel a little bit healthier than before, I think. In a sentence, you can say, 살을 빼기 위해서 감자칩을 먹지 않고 있습니다. I do not eat potato chips to lose weight. 냉동식품, frozen meals. 냉동식품, frozen meals. So here we have 냉동, which is like frozen, 식품, meals, food. Even though I know that it's not good for the health, it's not easy to stop eating frozen meals, 냉동식품, because it's cheap and it's easy to store, especially if you live alone or if you have a small family. 여행을 가기 전에 냉동식품을 모두 먹었습니다. I ate all the frozen meals before I went on a trip. margarine, margarine. In Korean, we read G as 그, so we read margarine as margarine. So when I was a kid, actually, I liked to put a piece of margarine on the top of the warm rice. When you put a piece of the margarine on the top of the rice, it melts and it covers the rice. I don't eat it anymore because I know it's not good for my health. In a sentence, I can say 밥 위에 마가린을 놓으면 정말 맛있습니다. It tastes so good if you put margarine on the top of the rice. Bacon, 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 bacon. Some people say that like 삼겹살 is kind of the bacon. Like, 삼겹살 is the thick pork belly. And if you just slice a little bit more, it becomes bacon. Some people call that like it's kind of Korean bacon. 어머니가 프라이팬에 베이컨을 구워주셨습니다. My mother cooked bacon on fry pan. 사탕, candy. 사탕, candy. In Korea, there are actually a lot of interesting flavored candies you can find. For example, 인삼 candy with ginseng flavor. 누룽지 맛 candy with the flavor of cooked rice, which is actually my favorite. It tastes like overcooked rice and also sweet. I think many of my friends like that after they try it. So if you haven't tried, try 누룽지 맛 candy, which tastes like rice. 저는 누룽지 맛 사탕을 제일 좋아합니다. I like the rice flavored candy the most. 소다, soda. Yeah, for soda, we also say 청량 음료, which means that the drink that will make you feel fresh. In 1998, we had a special soda in South Korea, which is called 815 cola. 815 literally means 815, which is for August 15th, Independence Day, and cola is for Coke. There are a lot of international brands about like Coca-Cola or Pepsi, but in 1998, Korea had an economic crisis, so there was a boom of consuming domestic brands more than the brands from other countries. So during the time, there was the cola brand named 815, following the date of Independence Day, so that they can meet the demands from the customers who wanted to buy more domestic products. In a sentence, we can say, 집에서 소다수를 만들어 먹기 시작했습니다. I started making soda at home. 에너지 음료, energy drinks. So here, energy is for energy and 음료 is for drinks. Actually, we have quite a lot. Like, we have some drinks with ginseng, 인삼. So in the case, you can say, 에너지 음료가 필요할 때는 인삼이 들어가 있는 음료를 먹습니다. When I need energy drinks, I drink things with ginseng. 인스턴트 라면, instant noodles. instant 라면, instant noodles. So here we have instant, and ramen for noodles. Instead of using the word instant, we also say 즉석, which means that you can make something at the spot. In Korea, it's very common to have instant noodles, instant ramen as a dinner or breakfast. In that case, we can say 저는 아침 식사로 인스턴트 라면을 먹었습니다, which means that I had instant noodles as a breakfast. In Korea, actually, most of the instant noodles, instant ramen are spicy. So you have to make sure that you pick the right one if you don't like something spicy. 전자레인지용 팝콘, microwave popcorn. 전자레인지용 팝콘, microwave popcorn. I think I started seeing this kind of 전자레인지용 popcorn just a few years ago. But these days it's very popular, so people just buy it, put it into the 전자레인지 microwave and just make popcorn easily. In a sentence you can say 내일 영화관에 가기 위해서 전자레인지용 팝콘을 샀습니다. I bought microwave popcorn to go to the movie theater tomorrow. Okay, that's all 10 foods that will kill you faster. Which food do you like the most? Please leave us a comment in Korean. Make sure to subscribe and be healthy. I'll see you next time. 다음 시간에 뵙겠습니다. 안녕히 계세요.